Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. What I'm showing you here is the T-62M-1. Now you might ask yourself, gee, why would you be showing me this tank? Actually, you would not be asking yourself that question because you've already seen the title, which I haven't made yet, but in my mind I've already made it. And that is, this is the tank of the month for December. And I was talking to Fish, and he mentioned that tank. He described it to me, and I had seen in the news section when I was looking for some other stuff that this was the tank of the month. I'm like, oh man, that's a good tank. I have that tank. And for those of you who are paying attention, even I missed this. Fish did not miss this. I looked in the store, and the tank of the month and the auxiliary purchasing is missing in the store. The tank of the month, you can still buy that from your Microsoft rewards, or not Microsoft store or PlayStation stores. Either way, it doesn't matter. You can still access that. Now, for those of you who don't know about tank of the month, they pick a random tank of the month, duh, but they charge you $9.99 in American money. Whatever nation you're in is whatever the price is. I don't know. I'm American, so I just tell you that, and it translates to whatever. But you look at tank of the month in general because, well, in America it's a $10 tank is how we refer to it, and you get $850 gold plus some other minor things. But the $850 gold itself is also quite useful as a bonus. And so I thought, wow, thanks a lot, Fish, for telling me this. We were having a discussion because this is the first day of the new season, et cetera, et cetera. And I was on, and then so he got on. It's like, oh, you want to talk to me? I'm like, okay, great. And so I used this powwow since we talked about the tank of the month. And I said, oh, you know what? I'm going to go run tank of the month. Play however many matches I need to play to get a good game so I can show people why I think this is a good deal. Okay? And luckily for me, it only took one game, which is good because I only had one game previously played in this tank. So now I have 2 games previously, in the experience of this tank, which is hilarious. So I got a good game, and it's actually really a short game. But the thing about this tank is that this is another premium tank that has a missile. So let's go check it out. So here we are. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And if you look here, you have your ammo, and then there's also a missile down here. And actually, is that the premium ammo? Yeah, I used regular ammo, 427 penetration. The premium is 440. I thought I had used the premium ammo, but I didn't. I just had regular ammo. Okay, so here's the dealio on the setup of this tank that I had, because it's a medium tank and it has 5 missiles. In Era 3, the main battle tank 70, which is a blue tank. Now this is a red one, but the blue tank, main battle tank 70, also has 5 missiles like this tank. It's a side weapon, But the main battle tank 70 also has a chain gun on top of that, which this one does not have. So the dealio is that this is a medium tank, so that means automatically I always put advanced armor. It costs you about 850 grand. It's expensive once and then lasts forever. You never have to replace it. So better armor. And I chose on this one advanced loader for faster reload. This has the similar effect as well as accuracy. And I kept the enhanced targeting for the rocket. Now, you only have the regular vision. The second click will get you the ×2 magnification. You cannot get the third click, which is the ×4 of that magnification. That's its one weakness, but It's good, you know, the 5 missiles are, you know, a good side item. The thing is, if you're a good medium tank player, the gun is good. You'll see that in the game that I played. So this is a good tank for a medium tank player who wants to learn to experiment with rockets. All right? That's one of the bonuses. Also, this thing has a monster, as Fish pointed out to me in the powwow, 65% bonus for silver making. Well, that's really awesome. So here, I want to look at this one more time. Yeah, basically, there wasn't anything else better. You have some choices. You could theoretically use a camo net, but that's really more for missile snipers. And for this tank, you're not going to be using missile sniping enough to really make a difference, in my opinion. Again, advanced optics could be useful. You know, depending on what you're looking for, you could go for speed. It all depends on what you're looking for. Now, for myself, the reason I set it up like this, the armor is a no-brainer. I put that in every medium and every heavy tank. All right, that's non-negotiable. If I wanted to take something off, I'd probably take off the advanced loader if I wanted, for example, to put the camo net. But your camo net isn't that useful in a medium tank. It's what, 386 or 365. The numbers are so tiny I can't read them clearly. But anyway, you're not going to gain much on that missile, you know, hiding ability. So this tank I thought was better as a medium tank. Maybe you'd want to add the traction system. You know, let's look at this gun. Gun accuracy is what, .24. That's really good. So I have the fan, which helps the reload and helps the accuracy, helps your camo, etc. One of the things you could do, and it's, again, this is up to you. I would say in general, you're going to get in combat, you want the first aid. However, you could take out the first aid. Okay, not that way, that way. This, gold repair. All right, we want that in there. But we could go with gold smoke. And that would jack the camo number down tremendously, as you see here. But it's really 341. It's not that great. So in my estimation, I would really rather have the gold first aid. I have only played this tank twice. I don't know what the frequency of losing crew members is, and so that's my default. I'm still in the experimental stages, but like I said, because it is Tank of the Month and I had it, I wanted to play a game to show you what happens or what could happen with the option of the gun and the missile. So let's go check out the game footage since I've already showed you the setup for this tank. Welcome to Thiepval Ridge. Alright, so spawning down here in the southwest corner, I figured I'm going to head up to the valley and see what's going on from the sniping perspective. Sniping for rockets. Now, one of the things I didn't realize until I was traveling along this road is that this is a single gun turret, but it uses the gun for the rocket. So what happens is you've got like about a 6 second or 6 second and change reload for the cannon. But if you choose the rocket, which I did, it was like 20-second reload. I was like, oh, fudge. You know? So this is, that's one of the weaknesses of this tank, is that it's a single cannon for both. The Sheridan Tech Tree tank has the same situation. Now that one has the same the same reload time for either ammo, 13 seconds for each one. But this one has like a 20-second rocket reload. So essentially, you load your rocket as a missile sniper, in theory, get in your position, hopefully fire your missile, and then it'll automatically switch to the cannon by default. If you wanted to reload another rocket, you would have to switch manually. So that's really the way I would run this. So here I saw this. This is the RJ Panzer II, Rakuten Jagdpanzer RJ. So this dude, I got a shot coming for this guy with a rocket. There we go. Bang! Tagged and hard. It slipped right through my regular cannon, which is like a six and something second reload. But that rocket was very good, and also was pretty fast. I thought that was a fast rocket. I didn't really realize what the speed of that rocket was beforehand. This guy was playing completely wrong. I have that tank. They peekaboo rocket sniper. You're asking for trouble, and that's one. You're dead. His reload is horrible. After he fires his second missile, he's going to get annihilated. And that guy too finished him off with the gun. This match is almost over, as you can see, and it is over. It's under 3 minutes. It was crazy. Those guys did great. It was fantastic. All right, here we are at the end of game screen for my T-62M-1 tank of the month. All right, so pretty much I couldn't have asked for any better example right out. I mean, I could have played 10 games before I got a game that was this useful from a video perspective. I mean, the whole match, as you see, 2 minutes, 44 seconds, that's ridiculous. Okay. But 65% silver earner, so that's 85 grand in silver. All right. Bing, bang, boom. Here's the deal. I'm an average I'm an average medium tank player. I'm not great. I'm not terrible either, but I'm not great. So, as an average medium tank guy, what's not to love about this? If you're a better medium tank player than me, jackpot to you. Like I said, 85,000 silver, 5,000 commander. Now I've got 9 skills. This is the commander that I use on my Object 477A Molot. But since it's a Red Nation, I just popped it from one premium to the other premium tank for free. All right. So I use the 9 skill commander here for a good reason. Because you have the missile, you have a premium, no pun intended, tank, like a potentially. I think this is a very, very good medium tank for Era 2. All right, versatility like the Sheridan, but this one is. I mean, this is just a good tank. I'm mauled guys with this tank, and it was good. 2 kills, one rocket hit, 2 kills, got that RJ Panzer II. That's the American, colloquial identification, RJ Panzer II, because in German, Rakuten Jagdpanzer. Okay, that's hard to say if you don't speak any German, right? So just call it RJ Panzer II. All right, and then the other guy I killed was, I meant to block him, whatever it was, but we'll get to that in a second. 2 kills, 2390. Can't complain, man. I mean, it was just, can't complain. 3rd class badge. I don't even play this tank. I got a 3rd class badge. The 2nd time I've ever played it. Literally. Now, there's no long hauls right now, so that doesn't matter. Combat report. Oh yeah, the AMX 30B. That was the other guy that I killed. So I killed the 30B. He's got a chain gun, so that was cool. That was the, I mean, I can't imagine someone calling this the RAK JPZ2. Whatever. The German name is rocket hunting armor. Hunting with rockets. That's how you would translate it. It hunts with rockets. As a Jagdpanzer, it's a hunting tank. So it's a hunting tank with rockets. That's all it has is rockets. But RJ Panzer II. That's just really the easiest way to say it. So solid stuff. You saw me drill that guy with the rocket, no problem. At that closest range, normally I'd want to hit it at a sniper range. And the reason I kept the enhanced targeting is that you could see, especially on Feetball Ridge, there's a lot of bushes. If I could get into position, which I didn't, you'd have the ability to see the outline. And now the outline of the tank will show up when it's behind bushes and spotted. And if it's white, that means it's behind something you can't shoot through, like a rock or a building. But if it's orange, that means it's just regular tree bushes or whatever visual obstruction that you could shoot through. Now the one thing I want to do is look at the commander. Like I said, this is a Molot commander, slightly different. I would do some things here that I don't have on this one, because this is not a sniping, well, it is a sniping tank. I don't have a camouflage expertise. It doesn't really make a difference on this tank. This is just regular shooting stuff. So I mean, this is a good medium commander. Now the Molot has a chain gun, therefore it has the dead eye to set a guy on fire more likely. You can live with it, or on this tank I wouldn't really have it normally. If this was a commander for this tank specifically, I would get something different. That's nitpicker. All right, that's just, I'd get an iron mace really for that cannon. That's really the thing I would really put in there. But otherwise, this is all good stuff. So you have steady aim, born leader, which makes the steady aim, the camouflage. If you have fire prevention, it will affect that as well. So it's a universal effect. Armor angling. What is this? Ram protection, controlled impact. This is to set you on fire. This gives you better hull rotation, the clutch braking. Faster reload. Oh, this is the iron mace. I already have the iron mace. Then this is the rechargeable. It's faster recharge on your consumables, like your enhanced rations, or if you have gasoline, same thing. So, really good stuff there. Man, what the heck? Oh, I guess you could put, possibly put snapshot on there. I don't know. It's all good. But I think this is a good example. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better, concise, got to use the rocket, and the rocket was fast. I thought that was really fantastic. Really great shot that I put on that guy. The other stuff was just basic stuff. So, Tank of the Month is one of those things. They have some tanks from time to time. I think this is way better than average, because this tank is, geez, dude, I think this is like 10 or 12,000 gold normally. So this month of December 2024, $10 in America. All right, that's a $10 tank. You're going to get 850 gold to go with that. So if you just go look here, so 850 gold is we're going to call it, oh, it's $5. All right, so there you go. You're spending $5 for the tank and $5 for 850 gold. If that's how you want to look at it, it doesn't matter to me. It's a bonus. I think that my average medium tank play ability showed you how useful a tank this is. Now, like I said, the Sheridan had the same reload for rocket or for cannon shell. Now, you cannot use, there's one thing you cannot do, and I'm going to show that to you here. Yes. This one, it tells you right here, advanced reload, you can swap non-missiles. ATGM means, guided missile. So you cannot swap out. You cannot swap out guided missiles freely. If you had premium ammo, regular ammo, or heat ammo, you could swap those out like this. But you cannot swap a dual purpose gun that shoots ATGM guided missiles or regular, gunpowder shells. You can't swap those two. But the gunpowder shells, you can swap those instantly. All right. That's the key thing about advanced reload. So you can't use that on this tank. You can use it, but it's not going to affect your 20-second missile reload. And you can look down here. Primary cannon 6.76. Doesn't tell you. Does it? I don't think it does. You also get a 10% commander bonus on this tank. Now, the thing you see there, at the very bottom, it says premium bonus, silver, 165. That means 100 is even. That's normal. They do that to fool you if you're not really a math studying person. I am. So 100% means, like if you look at my tank experience earn rate, it's 100%. That's not a bonus. That means it earns the standard amount. Silver earn rate, it doesn't earn 165% of the, beyond the normal. It's just 65% above normal, which is still very good. It's 110% commander earned. That means instead of 100%, which is standard commander, it earns 10% bonus. So on this tank, with this commander does not have the quick learner, so that's a 10% bonus that I don't have, but the tank has it in there. So basically, this is a 2-star commander, plus 10% from the tank, plus 10% for the enhanced rations, 40% commander earning for commander points, but this is a 9-skill commander. That doesn't even matter. As you saw here, where it says Miss BMP 2023, she's maxed out. It doesn't matter. This is just experience for conversion if that's what you want in the future. So she's just maxed out because I stick her in them a lot. I don't play them a lot very often. Obviously, I don't play this one hardly ever because I have a lot of missile sniping tanks that I use. But it's not about me. This is about you. If you're looking to get a cheap premium tank that's actually good, especially if your skills are medium tank oriented, you're above average hopefully for a medium tank, that means this is a good medium tank, earns a lot of silver, kicks a lot of butt. You watched me kick butt, and I'm not even a medium tank guy. I'm okay. I just say I'm average, all right? But if you're better than me in medium tanks, this is really good, and it has 5 extra missiles to give you some training to get used to positioning, what have you. And if you're using, for example, that RJ Panzer II has 2 rockets and that's it, and then it has a reload. It doesn't have a chain gun. So when you're out there in that tank and you're fighting under pressure, it could make you panic, all right? This one, as a medium tank, you fired that missile. I fired that missile. I drilled that guy. I didn't wait 20 seconds for another missile. It automatically goes back to the stock cannon, 6.7 seconds, whatever, and then I drilled him again, okay? That's the beauty of this tank, that it's going to give you the option to learn to be better with your missiles, but you're going to have a really good gun as your safety valve. That's the key. That's why I would recommend this tank for someone who's like, well, I never really played guided missiles very much, blah, blah, blah. You get the free play here. Now, the main battle tank 70, that is an expensive tank. So that's like a 14,000 gold tank. So I don't think you want to go and spend 14,000 gold for the same basic effect here that you could get for spending $10. That's the beauty of Tank of the Month. sometimes there's tanks on there that have more options available when you think about it, or have some expert in a specific aspect. Like I qualify as a missile expert, okay? That much I can tell you for sure. I'm a missile expert, not a medium tank expert. But this tank allows you to use the missiles, especially as a training device. And if you're, if it feels good to you and you want to expand to be a missile tank guy more like I am, well, then more power to you. There's tech tree tanks for that as well. From the M46A1, you go down to the RU-251, which I don't like that tank. I got rid of it. I got rid of the Jagdpanzer 4-5. I don't care about this non-turreted sniper tank. Couldn't care less. All I wanted was the RJ Panzer II, like the one that I killed in this game. That's a 2 rockets only, no other gun. Then there's the Marder A1. This is a rocket tank with a chain gun. Then you have the Begleit Panzer, or as Brownie calls it, the Bagel Panzer. Much easier to say for an American. A chain gun with bigger turret, a little more powerful, and rockets as well. And then the Era 3, it's the butt kicker, big brother of this Marder A1, the Marder A3 chain gun with rockets. So these are killer tech trees, but the problem you have learning rockets in this RJ Panzer II, it has no other gun. And you're at the mercy of whatever tank that rolls up on you at the range. At the range I rolled up on this guy and butchered him, he should have tried to run away, because he had no chance at a short range battle with a medium tank. A medium tank's going to eat him for breakfast, which I did. Okay? You don't have to be a great player to eat him for breakfast. I have a gun and you can't fire. You lose. It doesn't take General Patton to figure this out, okay? That's the deal. So, in closing, Tank of the Month, T-62M-1. Good, really good medium tank, in my opinion. Red Nation, with 5 extra bonus missiles, great for training, where you have a good, solidly armored tank versus the light tank armor of the, RJ Panzer II is technically a tank destroyer, but its armor is very thin. The other ones you saw, the Marder A1, the Bagel Panzer, and the Marder A3 have thin armor. They're light tanks. Okay, so that's the deal. This is medium tank with the advanced armor enhancement, so the armor is way tougher. That's what makes this particularly attractive. You got better armor. You have a better backup gun. That cannon, as you saw, was a butt kicker. I just used regular ammo. I didn't even realize I didn't have premium, and it had just a minuscule lower penetration. And I fought light tanks. It didn't matter. So hopefully you enjoyed this, learned something, and in the future you might now look at the Tank of the Month as a potentially beneficial option, depending on what you have in your garage, etc. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please tell your friends, let them check it out, because they might be looking for just this kind of tank. And like I said, for $10 plus you get 850 gold, how could you go wrong? You can't. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because this is an absolute no-brainer for anyone, really. So look forward to seeing you guys hopefully in one of my other mini videos. I have like 1,700 and a lot of Halloween Monster Mash combat videos. Fun stuff, okay? So hopefully I'll see you guys again over there. And as always, I just like to say, like and subscribe.